Texas is a land rich and plentiful, no doubt target rich, and has proven to be one of the country's most sought out destinations to hunt wild game. This hunting culture is much more than that of only what an antler score can produce. It's a culture driven by family, values, and the trophy itself is embedded within the experience.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is Texas Trophy Hunters, and we are Storytellers.
And today, we're meeting up with my good buddies, Rusty, aka Fathead. Biggest head in all of Texas right here. Here he is, ladies and gents. You're a little far south, huh? We're gonna have some fun down here at Los Cazadores. It's a beautiful place. I ain't been here yet.
If you've hunted South Texas, you've no doubt heard about the iconic Los Cazadores annual deer contest. So prior to getting to the G2 Ranch, our crew stopped by the Pearsall, Texas store to learn more about the contest and do a little shopping before we headed over to the G2 Ranch.
We came here to look at, to learn about the big buck competition. I'm having trouble getting back to where we're going because I might want to buy something right here. That's a sweet hoodie. We're here to learn about this big buck competition I've been hearing about.
Alrighty.
So, you want to tell us about it?
Sure. So the Los Cazadores contest has been started in Cotulla, Texas, I think 1986.
Oh, wow.
And then moved to this building, I think in the early 2000s. And since then, we've been pulling in roughly around 2,000 per year.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It's really fun. It's been a long time tradition. I mean, I would say 80% of our hunters have been doing it for 30 years.
Wow, that's really neat. It's almost like a second way to celebrate the harvest. Like typically just take pictures or get them out. So it's like the next level of celebrating the harvest.
Yeah, it is. And we've also we've expanded into the hill country too, and that's really been taken off. And we're trying to get this contest in everyone's ear in the state of Texas.
We have just pulled into G2, and I've been able to be here one other time last year, and it's a phenomenal place. This week we're here strictly for just capturing other people's stories. So life behind the camera for us this week is going to be a lot of fun. We get to meet some new people and hang out with some people that we've been kind of doing business with and hunting with for some time. So it's going to be a really fun week here at G2.
After leaving Los Cazadores and arriving at the G2 Ranch, our crew wasted no time in getting to the range, shooting their gun, and making sure everything was ready to go for the evening hunt.
Yep, so I'm Craig Harrison with Caza Outdoors. Underneath Caza Outdoors, we've got a few nameplates, including Pnuma, Heated Core, Trophy Scan, a group of stores called Los Cazadores. A group of stores is really known for hosting the world's largest white-tailed deer contest. You know, I was fortunate to come up, to be asked to come in to lead the global organization in May of this year. One of the first conversations I had was with Texas Trophy Hunters, and being Texas-born brands, being involved in a Texas company like Trophy Texas Hunters, you know, really tying all the Texan outdoor enthusiasts together was just such an honor and a privilege. And you know, working with that team over the last year has just been incredible. You know, their values are very similar to the values that we have within inside of Caza Outdoors, and you know, certainly there to serve, certainly there to, you know, help protect our land, our Second Amendment rights, and you know, all of the folks that support the outdoors, but particularly in Texas. So we're chasing a whitetail. I hear there's a big one on the horizon, potentially out there running somewhere. But yeah, we're chasing whitetail in South Texas. This is day one or night one of the hunt, and we'll see what tonight brings us. But can't be more excited.
One thing is always certain when hunting the G2 Ranch: the wildlife always put on a show. The pastures fill up with whitetails, and there's always plenty of action that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Finally, the deer Craig had been waiting on stepped into the field, and it didn't take long for him to settle in and take the shot.
You sure that's the one? So that deer came out of the tree line almost straight at us and then started to quarter away. And as soon as he started to get broadside to me, I pulled the trigger. First shot at trucks. That might be the biggest deer that I've shot. So pretty exciting out here at G2. It's a really cool deer. It's really cool, thick at the bases, split brows. Look at the tines here, just the length of these are incredible. You know, deep bloodlines throughout the horns. You know, good spread. I mean, look how far he is outside of his ears. So, yeah, that's a good Texas buck for sure.
So we're gonna go out this evening and see if we can shoot a big framey, heavy horn whitetail. I will be honest, I've never shot a deer as big as we're going to shoot now, so I'm pretty excited. Nervous in the same boat, but we'll see if we can get it done. I'm usually pretty good with a rifle, so. No, we're super excited. We're here with trophy hunters at the G2, and we're gonna go and spend some time in the blind with everybody and, you know, have that family camaraderie and just go look at some whitetail and see if I can find something that tickles my fancy.
Even prior to Storytellers, Rusty has been a part of taking our crew on numerous hunts over the years. And now, it was Rusty's turn up to bat. This is exactly what Deer Camp with Friends is all about. Well, evening one came to a close for Rusty, and I personally had the opportunity to be in the blind with Rusty. We saw a lot of deer and almost even took a shot, as the opportunity just didn't present itself. Tomorrow is another day. If I know Rusty, his old trigger finger's getting a little bit itchy.
Well, we're back at it again this morning. Got probably 10 or 15 deer out here in front of us. We're just waiting on Mr. Wright to show back up. Hopefully he will. It's a nice cool morning. We need to try to make it happen here pretty quick because it's going to turn all hot toward the end of the week. So we'll see what happens.
The second morning came and went with some sketchy winds, and the right deer just never showed. We quickly regrouped and headed back to the blind for the evening sit.
Third sit of the week. We just put some secret sauce out. We're gonna see what happens. We saw some good deer in here this morning. We just had a bad wind, so maybe the plan will work out like it's supposed to this evening. So let's go see what happens.
As the sun started to lower, the pasture filled up with deer once again, and Rusty's target buck stepped out. After what seemed to be like hours of waiting for the deer to present a clear shot, Rusty finally got his opportunity and connected on the biggest deer of his life.
Thank you, sir. That's a good deer. Oh my gosh.
Oh God, he's getting bigger. I really don't even know what to say. I mean, for y'all that know me, I'm very rarely speechless and don't have. He is buck of a lifetime. I never ever thought I would get to shoot something like this. Big special thanks to Texas Trophy Hunters. I mean, G2 Ranch, raising such magnificent animals. Just an old beast.
The story of these hunts are much more than that of just another deer going into the freezer. It's about the memories made once again in the field. The common bond of hunting and spending time with friends in camp is what drives the very core of the Texas Trophy Hunters Association. Friendships are about being there for one another in the good times and the bad. Fortunately for us, this story falls into the category of an extremely good time. Even in a small town, even in a small town.